Over 60? 4 worst coffees to avoid and 4 best coffees you must drink. Welcome, my friends, and thank you for being here today. If you are over 60, this message is for you. I want you to take a moment, grab your favorite chair, and picture this with me. Imagine it's early morning. The sun is just starting to peek through your window. You walk slowly into the kitchen. Maybe your joints feel a little stiff. Maybe your legs aren't as strong as they used to be. But there's something comforting waiting for you. Your morning cup of coffee. That rich aroma, that warm sip, it feels like a ritual you can't start your day without. Now here's the surprising truth. Depending on the type of coffee you choose, you might be either protecting your health or silently harming it. After 60, when your muscles naturally lose strength, when your bones become more fragile, when your heart and digestion don't bounce back the way they used to, the very coffee you're drinking could either speed up your decline or help you stay strong, energized, and youthful. And here is the shocking part. Most seniors don't realize that not all coffee is the same. Some types are absolutely the worst choice for aging muscles, for your heart, for your sleep, even for your memory. But on the other side, there are coffees that can boost circulation, reduce inflammation, sharpen your brain, and actually protect you against age-related muscle loss. So today, I want to walk with you through this journey, together, like a trusted friend and guide. I'll share with you the 4 worst types of coffee that seniors over 60 should avoid at all costs. These are coffees that promise comfort, but actually take away your strength little by little. And then, I'll reveal the 4 best coffees you should be drinking instead. The ones that will support your muscles, bones, and energy so that you can walk confidently, climb stairs without pain, and enjoy your life fully. But before we dive in, let me officially welcome you. If this is your first time here, I want you to know that this channel is all about helping seniors like you unlock the natural, science-backed ways to stay healthy, strong, and independent. I don't just bring you random tips. I go deep into the research, cut through the myths, and bring you practical solutions that actually work for your body. And if you're someone who cares about protecting your health as you age, then make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, because every week I share insights that can literally change your life. Now, let me share something personal with you because I want this to feel like a conversation, not a lecture. A few months ago, I met a man named David at a local health workshop. He was 68, and he told me he had given up coffee because he thought it was bad for old people. He said, "Doctor, I miss my coffee, but I don't want it to ruin my health." I asked him what kind of coffee he used to drink. Turns out, he was drinking one of the worst kinds, loaded with sugar, artificial creamers, and brewed so strong it spiked his blood pressure every morning. No wonder he felt jittery, no wonder he had trouble sleeping. But here's the twist. Instead of giving up coffee completely, I showed him how to switch to a healthier version. Within a few weeks, he came back smiling, telling me, "I feel like I've got my mornings back. I wake up clear-headed, my legs don't cramp as much, and I actually sleep better at night." This is why I say coffee itself isn't the enemy. It is about choosing the right kind, because after 60, your body responds differently. Caffeine doesn't process the same way it did when you were 30 or 40. Your liver clears it slower, your blood vessels react differently, and your muscles are more sensitive to dehydration. That's why the wrong type of coffee can drain your energy, weaken your muscles, and rob you of sleep. But the right kind can keep your blood flowing, protect your nerves, and even reduce inflammation in your joints. Now I know what you might be thinking. You might say, "But I've been drinking the same coffee for 20 years. How bad can it be?" That's exactly what most people believe, and it's why they suffer in silence with restless legs, poor sleep, and unexplained fatigue. The truth is, just like food, not all coffee is equal. Some coffees are highly processed, stripped of natural antioxidants, and loaded with hidden chemicals. Others are pure, rich in natural compounds that can actually protect your body. And that's why today's topic is so important. Because when you're over 60, you can't afford to make careless mistakes with something you drink every single morning. Coffee is not just a beverage, it's a daily medicine for your body, for better or worse. So here's what we're going to do in this video. First, I'll reveal the 4 coffees you must absolutely avoid. Coffees that sound tempting, but can wreck your muscles, bones, and even your heart health. Then, we'll talk about the 4 coffees that should become your new best friends, the ones that will help you stay strong, energetic, and clear-headed well into your 70s and 80s. And along the way, I'll share some tips on how to prepare your coffee in a way that maximizes the benefits while minimizing the harm. By the end of this, you'll never look at your morning cup the same way again. And let me promise you, this is not about depriving you of joy. This is about transforming your coffee ritual into something that works for you, not against you. Something that strengthens your muscles instead of weakening them. Something that supports deep, restful sleep instead of robbing you of it. Something that makes you feel alive and ready to face the day, no matter your age. So lean in, stay with me, and let's get started. Because this information might just be the key to keeping your legs strong, your mind sharp, and your mornings filled with energy. When we think about coffee, most of us imagine that warm, comforting cup that helps us start the day. But here is something most people over 60 don a TT realize. Not all coffee is created equal. Some types can silently damage your bones, raise your blood pressure, or even worsen digestion. At the same time, other types of coffee can actually support brain function, improve circulation, and even protect your heart. Let's take a closer look. One of the worst types of coffee you should avoid after 60 is flavored coffee with added syrups and creamers. These drinks often pack more sugar than a can of soda. Just think about it. A vanilla latte or caramel macchiato might taste delicious, but each cup could load your body with up to 40 grams of sugar. Over time, this accelerates inflammation, contributes to type 2 diabetes, and puts extra strain on aging joints and blood vessels. For seniors who already struggle with blood sugar control, these fancy coffees are like pouring fuel on a fire. On the other hand, there's a healthier alternative you can enjoy. Black coffee with cinnamon not only satisfies your taste buds, but also supports blood sugar balance. Cinnamon naturally improves insulin sensitivity and reduces inflammation. Just a small sprinkle can turn your daily coffee into a natural health booster rather than a sugar bomb. Now, another type of coffee to avoid is very strong espresso shots taken multiple times a day. Why? After 60, your body metabolizes caffeine more slowly. This means caffeine stays in your system longer, making you more likely to experience heart palpitations, jitters, or disrupted sleep. Seniors who already deal with high blood pressure or trouble sleeping will find that too much espresso only makes things worse. Instead, consider switching to light roast coffee. Light roasts are higher in antioxidants, especially chlorogenic acid, which helps protect blood vessels and supports brain health. The taste is milder, but the health benefits are stronger. Plus, drinking a lighter roast in moderation helps you enjoy coffee's benefits without overwhelming your nervous system. Before I continue with the next type, let me pause for a second. If you're enjoying these insights and want to stay healthy after 60, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Your support helps us bring more life-changing health tips straight to you every week. Now let's get back to the coffees to avoid. One of the sneakiest ones is decaf coffee made with chemical solvents. Yes, you heard that right. Some decaf coffees use harsh chemicals like methylene chloride or ethyl acetate to remove caffeine. These chemicals can leave behind residues that your liver has to process. And remember, after 60, your liver is already working harder to filter medications, toxins, and daily waste. Why give it extra stress? The good news is there's a healthier version, organic water-processed decaf coffee. This method uses only water to gently remove caffeine, leaving you with a clean, safe cup that won't burden your liver. It still gives you the comfort of coffee without the harsh effects of chemical residues. Finally, one more type of coffee to avoid is instant coffee with added powders or creamers. Many instant mixes come with hydrogenated oils, artificial flavors, and hidden sugars. These ingredients can worsen cholesterol levels, clog arteries, and promote inflammation throughout the body. A better alternative is cold brew coffee, especially if you have a sensitive stomach. Cold brew is naturally lower in acidity, making it gentler on your digestive tract. For seniors dealing with acid reflux or stomach irritation, this is a game changer. Cold brew still provides caffeine and antioxidants, but in a smoother, less irritating form. So, to recap, skip the sugary lattes, the overdone espresso shots, the chemical-laden decaf, and those instant mixes. Instead, choose black coffee with cinnamon, light roast, organic decaf, and cold brew. These simple swaps can make a huge difference in your energy, digestion, and long-term health after 60. Coffee isn't just about taste and energy. After 60, every sip affects your bones, heart, and brain in ways you might not realize. Let's start with the bones. Caffeine, when consumed in excess, can reduce calcium absorption. That means seniors who rely on coffee all day long may slowly weaken their bones without noticing. For women over 60 who are already at a higher risk of osteoporosis, this is especially dangerous. But here's the twist. Moderate coffee intake, paired with enough calcium-rich foods, doesn't harm bone density at all. In fact, studies show that drinking 1 to 2 cups of coffee a day, alongside dairy or plant-based calcium, has no negative impact on bone health. So, it's not about cutting coffee completely. It's about balance. That's why choosing the right kind of coffee matters. A light roast, enjoyed with fortified almond milk or oat milk, can actually support bone health. These plant milks often come enriched with calcium and vitamin D, giving you both flavor and protection. Imagine your morning cup not just waking you up, but also strengthening your bones at the same time. Now let's move to heart health. After 60, your arteries can become stiffer, and blood pressure tends to creep up. Drinking highly caffeinated coffee like triple espressos or energy coffee blends can push blood pressure even higher, putting extra strain on your heart. But here's the good news. Certain types of coffee like cold brew or organic decaf are much gentler on your cardiovascular system. Cold brew extracts coffee slowly at room temperature, which lowers acidity and bitterness, making it easier on your arteries and digestion. Pairing cold brew with a sprinkle of cocoa powder adds flavonoids that support circulation and protect blood vessels. It's like giving your heart a natural shield with every sip. Coffee also plays a fascinating role in brain health. Many seniors worry about memory decline or cognitive fog. While too much caffeine can cause anxiety and sleep problems, a moderate amount, especially from light roast or organic coffee, has been shown to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Coffee's antioxidants fight oxidative stress in the brain, protecting neurons and supporting sharper thinking. Adding a pinch of turmeric or ginger to your coffee can enhance this effect by reducing inflammation and supporting blood flow to the brain. It's a simple, natural hack to keep your mind sharp. And here's a little-known fact. The way you brew your coffee changes its health impact. For example, French press coffee retains natural oils called café stol and kawil, which can raise cholesterol levels. That's why seniors with heart issues should limit French press or unfiltered coffee. Instead, brewing with a paper filter removes most of these oils, giving you a cleaner, heart-friendly cup. It is not about giving up the ritual. It is about making smarter choices that fit your body, its needs at this stage of life. So, while some coffees can secretly harm your bones, heart, or memory, the right kinds can actually strengthen them. The trick is avoiding the extremes, too strong, too sugary, too artificial, and leaning into coffees that are simple, clean, and antioxidant-rich. Your daily cup can either speed up aging or slow it down. It all depends on which side you choose. And remember, coffee isn't meant to replace hydration. Seniors often experience lower thirst signals, which means dehydration sneaks up easily. That's why it's important to drink water alongside your coffee. A good rule of thumb is, for every cup of coffee, drink 1 glass of water. This simple habit keeps your body balanced, your kidneys healthy, and your skin hydrated. Up next, we'll explore how pairing coffee with the right foods, like nuts, fruits, and whole grains, can maximize its health benefits and minimize risks. You'll be surprised how small tweaks in your coffee routine can turn it from a potential health hazard into a daily fountain of vitality. When we think of coffee, most of us picture it as a solo experience, a cup in the morning, maybe with nothing else. But after 60, how you pair your coffee with food can completely change its effect on your body. Coffee on an empty stomach, for example, can spike stomach acid, leading to heartburn, bloating, or indigestion. Many seniors mistake this discomfort for something more serious, when in reality it's often just the coffee reacting with an empty gut. That's why having a light, balanced snack with your cup can make all the difference. One of the best pairings is coffee with a handful of nuts. Almonds, walnuts, and cashews are packed with magnesium, which is a natural muscle relaxant. Magnesium doesn't just help calm muscle tension, it also prevents leg cramps, supports sleep, and balances the stimulating effect of caffeine. So instead of feeling jittery or restless after your cup, the nuts smooth out the energy release and give you a steadier mood. Think of it as turning your coffee into a more complete meal for your body. Another perfect match is coffee with fruit high in potassium, like bananas, oranges, or berries. Potassium works hand in hand with magnesium to keep your muscles strong, your heart rhythm steady, and your blood pressure balanced. Seniors who struggle with nighttime leg cramps often don't realize their morning coffee, without the right mineral support, could be contributing to the problem. A banana with your coffee, or a few slices of orange, not only balances the acidity but also gives you the minerals that caffeine tends to deplete. For those who love a sweet bite with their coffee, pastries and sugar-loaded muffins might be the traditional choice, but they cause a quick spike in blood sugar followed by a crash. This crash leaves you more tired than before, and over time it increases the risk of type 2 diabetes. Instead, choosing a whole grain toast with avocado or a chia seed pudding adds fiber and healthy fats that stabilize blood sugar and keep you full longer. Seniors especially benefit from this because it prevents sudden drops in energy that can lead to dizziness or fatigue later in the day. Coffee also pairs beautifully with dark chocolate, but not the sugary kind. Just a square or two of at least 70% cocoa can boost coffee's natural antioxidants and flavonoids. Together, they protect blood vessels, improve circulation, and even enhance mood. Many seniors say they feel happier and more focused with this simple combination. It's nature's way of giving you a safe energy lift without overloading your system. And here is a little trick. Adding a pinch of cinnamon or cardamom to your coffee not only enhances flavor, but also stabilizes blood sugar and supports digestion. Cinnamon has compounds that improve insulin sensitivity, making it perfect for seniors worried about diabetes. Cardamom, on the other hand, soothes the stomach and adds a calming aroma that reduces stress. So, instead of flavored syrups that are full of chemicals, using natural spices turns your cup into a healing drink. Now, let's talk about the worst pairing: coffee with excessive dairy creamers or artificial creamers. Many seniors don't realize that flavored creamers are loaded with hydrogenated oils, artificial sweeteners, and additives that stress the liver and arteries. These creamers not only cancel out coffee's natural benefits, but also increase inflammation in the body. If you love creaminess in your coffee, switching to unsweetened oat milk or almond milk gives you the same smooth texture without the harmful chemicals. And if you still want extra richness, a teaspoon of coconut oil or MCT oil can provide healthy fats that boost brain function and keep you full. Another common mistake is combining coffee with salty or processed foods like bacon or packaged snacks. Salt already raises blood pressure, and when combined with caffeine's stimulating effect, it can put unnecessary strain on the heart. Instead, pairing coffee with something fresh, like a bowl of berries or a slice of whole grain toast, keeps your body in balance. Coffee timing is another critical factor for seniors. Drinking coffee late in the afternoon or evening can disrupt sleep, even if you don't feel the caffeine's buzz. Studies show that caffeine can stay in your system for 6 to 8 hours, silently affecting your ability to enter deep, restorative sleep. That is why switching to decaf in the afternoon is one of the smartest choices seniors can make. Decaf still contains antioxidants, but doesn't interfere with your sleep cycle. A soothing cup of decaf with a drop of honey and a dash of cinnamon can even promote relaxation before bed. But what if you truly love the taste of coffee and want it even at night? This is where herbal coffee alternatives come in. Drinks made from chicory root, roasted barley, or dandelion root taste surprisingly similar to coffee, but are naturally caffeine-free. They support digestion, cleanse the liver, and allow you to enjoy a warm, comforting ritual without worrying about sleep problems. Seniors who switch to these drinks in the evening often report deeper sleep, fewer nighttime awakenings, and even improved morning energy. Coffee also interacts with medications, something many seniors don't consider. For example, caffeine can interfere with the absorption of certain thyroid medications, osteoporosis drugs, or iron supplements. The simple fix is to avoid taking medications with coffee. Instead, drink coffee at least 1 hour before or 2 hours after your medications to prevent interactions. This one small timing adjustment can make your treatment more effective without giving up your daily brew. So, when it comes to coffee after 60, it's not just the type of coffee that matters, but how, when, and with what you drink it. A cup enjoyed with nuts, fruit, or whole grains, brewed with a filter, and consumed at the right time of day can truly become a health-promoting ritual. But a cup overloaded with sugar, artificial creamers, or paired with processed food can undo years of healthy habits. The choice, once again, is in your hands, or rather, in your cup. Now let's reveal the truth about the worst coffees that seniors should avoid, because these cups may feel comforting in the moment, but are quietly robbing your body of strength, energy, and even years of healthy living. The first one is sugary flavored lattes. You know, the caramel, vanilla, or pumpkin spice varieties that line cafe menus. They're advertised as cozy and seasonal, but one large cup can contain more sugar than a can of soda. For seniors, this flood of sugar spikes blood glucose, forces the pancreas to release extra insulin, and often results in a crash just hours later. Over time, these sugar surges wear down insulin sensitivity, increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes. And remember, excess sugar doesn't just impact blood sugar, it weakens collagen, leading to joint pain, sagging skin, and slower wound healing. So, while the taste may feel indulgent, the long-term cost is too high. Imagine swapping that sugar-loaded latte for a lightly sweetened version using a teaspoon of honey or stevia with cinnamon sprinkled on top. You'd get the same comfort, minus the damage. The second worst offender is energy coffee drinks in cans or bottles. These ready-to-drink coffees may seem convenient, especially if you're on the go, but they're usually packed with artificial additives, preservatives, and synthetic caffeine. Unlike natural coffee, which provides a gradual release of energy, synthetic caffeine hits the system hard and then leaves just as quickly, leading to jitters, irregular heartbeats, and even anxiety. For seniors with heart conditions, these drinks are particularly dangerous. Many also contain added guarana or taurine, compounds that overstimulate the nervous system, increasing blood pressure and straining the heart. Choosing a freshly brewed cup of black coffee or green coffee instead gives you natural caffeine along with antioxidants, without the chemical overload. The third type to avoid is unfiltered coffee, especially French press or boiled coffee without a filter. While this brewing method may taste rich and full-bodied, it also leaves in compounds called cafestol and kawil. These oily substances raise LDL cholesterol levels. Seniors already at risk of heart disease or high cholesterol may unknowingly worsen their condition with daily unfiltered coffee. Researchers have found that just 5 cups of unfiltered coffee a day can raise cholesterol significantly. The simple fix is to use a paper filter, which traps most of these harmful oils while still delivering the flavor and aroma you love. It's a small adjustment with huge benefits for your heart. The fourth coffee to avoid is excessively strong espresso shots consumed in high amounts. A single espresso now and then can be safe, but many people stack multiple shots into one drink, chasing energy. After 60, your body metabolizes caffeine more slowly, meaning that extra caffeine lingers in your system far longer than it did in your younger years. The result? Restlessness, digestive discomfort, nighttime insomnia, and even higher risk of bone thinning, since too much caffeine leaches calcium from the bones. Seniors already struggling with osteoporosis may accelerate bone loss without realizing it. Moderation is key. Instead of 3 or 4 espressos, enjoy 1, and then switch to a gentler coffee or even decaf for the rest of the day. It is also worth mentioning that many seniors make the mistake of combining these worst coffees with unhealthy add-ins like artificial sweeteners, whipped cream, or chemical creamers. Artificial sweeteners, especially aspartame, can disrupt gut bacteria and even cause headaches or mood swings. Whipped cream adds saturated fats that clog arteries, and chemical creamers introduce trans fats and hydrogenated oils, the very ingredients doctors warn us about. When you combine bad coffee with these extras, it's no longer a harmless beverage. It becomes a cocktail of stress for your heart, liver, and digestive system. Another overlooked issue with these bad coffees is dehydration. Seniors already struggle with maintaining hydration because thirst signals weaken with age. Coffee acts as a mild diuretic, which means it encourages the body to flush out water. Drinking these sugar-loaded or overly strong coffees without balancing them with water only makes dehydration worse. This is one of the reasons many seniors complain of fatigue, muscle cramps, or dizziness without realizing their coffee habits are part of the problem. Simply alternating each cup of coffee with a glass of water can reverse this effect and protect muscle and brain function. And perhaps the most damaging effect of these worst coffees is how they affect sleep. Seniors need deep, restorative sleep for memory, muscle repair, and hormone balance. But high-sugar lattes, synthetic caffeine drinks, or multiple espresso shots sabotage sleep even if consumed in the afternoon. Poor sleep then leads to higher cortisol, increased belly fat, weaker muscles, and memory lapses. It becomes a vicious cycle. By avoiding these worst coffees, seniors not only protect their bodies during the day, but also give themselves the gift of restful nights. What's fascinating is that for every coffee you should avoid, there's a healthier alternative waiting to take its place. For example, instead of a caramel latte, you can enjoy a black coffee with frothed oat milk and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Instead of a canned energy coffee, a cup of matcha green tea delivers gentle caffeine along with L-theanine, an amino acid that calms the nervous system. Instead of unfiltered coffee, a simple paper-filtered drip brew supports heart health. And instead of loading up on espresso shots, a single Americano, a shot of espresso diluted with hot water, gives you flavor without overwhelming your body with caffeine. The lesson is clear. After 60, your body is less forgiving. Every choice matters, especially when it comes to something as frequent as your daily cup of coffee. By recognizing the worst offenders and swapping them for healthier versions, you don't just avoid harm. You actively strengthen your muscles, protect your bones, support your heart, and preserve your memory. Each cup becomes an opportunity to nourish rather than deplete. And now that we've uncovered the 4 coffees to avoid, let us move on to the part that will truly excite you. The 4 coffees seniors must drink. These are the options that not only deliver comfort and energy, but also actively fight aging, build muscle, improve digestion, and keep your brain sharp. You'll see how just changing what is in your cup can change how you feel every single day. So, let's take a step back and remember what we've uncovered today. Coffee is not the enemy. It can actually be a powerful ally for your health after 60, but only if you choose the right kind. The wrong coffees, the ones overloaded with sugar artificial creamers, chemical-laden instant blends, and ultra-dark roasts that strip away vital compounds, can quietly weaken your bones, disrupt your sleep, spike your blood sugar, and accelerate the very aging you're trying to fight. But the right coffees, they can help you feel sharper, keep your muscles stronger, and even give your body the tools it needs to stay mobile, independent, and full of energy well into your senior years. Imagine starting your morning with an organic light roast, packed with antioxidants to fight inflammation. Or enjoying a smooth Swiss water-processed decaf in the evening without worrying about sleepless nights. Or sipping on a mushroom coffee blend that supports your brain, immune system, and nerves. Or trying green coffee for healthier metabolism and steady energy. These aren't just trendy options. They are smart, senior-friendly choices backed by science. And here's the big takeaway. It's not about giving up coffee, it's about upgrading it. Instead of letting your coffee slowly harm your health, turn it into a tool that strengthens you from the inside out. Small daily changes add up. One better cup today leads to stronger legs tomorrow, better memory next week, and more independence for years to come. So if you're over 60, don't settle for the default cup. Choose the coffee that works for you, not against you. Your health, your energy, and your future self will thank you. And before we go, I want to say thank you for being here. You are part of a growing community of seniors who are refusing to just accept aging and instead are learning how to fight back naturally. If you found today's video helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and share this with someone you love who also deserves to stay strong and healthy. Your journey to better health doesn't stop here. This is just the beginning. So the next time you sip your coffee, remember, it's not just a drink. It's a choice. And the right choice can keep you walking tall, thinking clearly, and living fully for decades to come. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.